Alright, so we're going out tonight. We're going to film our second episode. And we'll be rattling again. And rattling, people don't know, that the RattleSinker I invented had patent. I made it back in like 1991. And we were working, and I'd be out striper fishing with my buddies every night. So I'm like, I'm trying to figure out ways going into the race, dropping down into that deep, dark water with an eel, with just a sinker. It works if the fish sees it. It's a, hit or miss. But, these fish hunt by sound and vibration. Most fish do. They have a lateral line, but especially the striped bass, it uses sound and vibration, and a lot of times listens for lobster, which I didn't realize at the time, but came to realize when I started catching huge bass with this thing. I realized that the biggest bass eat lobster. I started getting it to sound more and more like a lobster, and I was catching more and more big bass. We're out on the East Rip, spot called the Lobster Claw. If you look on the chart, it looks like a lobster claw. Is this yours? It is. It's pretty proportional. This thing's on steroids. Yeah, don't use that one. That's my special. Save that for later. It scares the fish into the boat. They won't. If they see that, they just jump into the freight. All right. This is Rattle. Coming in the reef, watching the stream, bottom's coming up, bouncing that stream going up, clicking, click. Got that? Oh well. 6 miles stacked out there. That'll be the fishing time. What's this guy? What day of the weekend? Today is Thursday. Thursday's a fishing night, right? Every night I can. My back allows me to. I'm going in for a hip replacement at my young age of 44 years old. There. His name is Malone Sagittarius. How's that thing going? Takes a little rattling to sink. Technique to use, rattling. It takes a little rattling. Feels like a piece of gas. Now, down to So the RattleSinker has been responsible for Angler of the Year 2010 and On the Water, which is one of the hugest striped bass tournaments in the world. We did one thing in 2010 which no one has done. We caught 3 60-pound plus fish. One was almost 70, it was 69 pounds. And every fish that I've ever caught since 1991 is I've been using this rattle, and everyone that fishes with me uses it, and they're all doing it now. I sell them 2 different ways. I make them for myself every night. I use the exact ones. I tie every one in my basement personally. If they don't sound right, I throw them right back into the bucket. They get melted down again. They have to be perfect or I won't use them. And I make a single rig, a single one like this, and I make one with the exact rig that I use. Right now I'm tying it with a mustad hook just to give the people a chance at the $1 million if they do fool a big bass. I don't know if it's going to stay with mustad forever. It may not. But this is the single weight right here. The rattle is inside here. It's been made with a certain amount of bearings and glass just to replicate the sound that I wanted it to. And if you hear it, as you're jigging along, you have your 3-way, which I tie with 50-pound fluorocarbon with your mustad hook. I clip my RattleSinker right on there. And now here's a new thing I've been using because I was out fishing. A lot of times the sinker gets eaten because it's actually a lure. It's making noise. So they strike it first, and I was fishing with Wade Boggs recently down in Jersey, and he hooked up a fish on the sinker and fought it forever. It got it in, and it swallowed the sinker. It's like, damn, man, you should put something on the weight, or do something to in case they eat the sinker. So I like to put these teasers on there. This particular one I like is made by B&T. It's hand tied in Westerly, Rhode Island. They make it on a mustad hook also, and you can clip it right on there. So now it's just an extra hook on that sinker. So what I'm doing is I'm 3-weighing eels. I got the RattleSinker rattling. I'm working it into the rip. My rattling technique. If they grab the sinker by chance, they're going to get hooked.